Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Latham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine, it's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Latham. Episode number 417, I believe we're up to. I'm going to show you today how to share a Google Spreadsheet. Now, that might sound silly, but I have a lot of people come to me and say, how do I share my spreadsheet so that it's secure and I can share it securely? If you have been listening to this podcast for any length of time, you'll know that I've done a whole series on security. And one of the things I said is make sure you share your links securely. So I thought today is probably a really good idea to go through and show you how to do that. So I'm going to do some screen share here. I'm going to show you how to do it on the desktop, and then I'm going to attempt to show you how to do it on my Android phone. So please forgive me if it's not my usual standard of video. We're trying something new. So let's flip over to our spreadsheet and we can have a look at it. Alrighty, so look, I've just got a standard Google spreadsheet here. I am using my Google Workspace account. If you're not using Google Workspace, it is very similar. There's a couple of things that will differ slightly between Google Workspace and a free Google account. It's not going to trip you up particularly, however. I'm not going to go and set up this spreadsheet. I'm just going to pretend that it's all done and you're ready to go and share this with someone, and I want to show you how to get those links. So there's a couple of ways to do it. Up here, well, there's only one way to do it. There's a couple of things that you can do to share it. There we go. Up here, we have, in our right-hand corner here, we have our share icon. To share a spreadsheet, you'll notice that it normally says private to me, or to only me. So it means only I can see this. It's in my Google Workspace. It's in my Google Drive. In fact, only I can see it. If I click on that though, we need to name it before we share it. What do you know? So let's call it hello there. There we go. Okay, so now we have, it says share untitled spreadsheet, but it's really hello there because we've just named it. You'll see we've got a couple of options here. We can share our untitled spreadsheet. We can put people, groups, or calendar events in there to share it to. It shows me who has access already, which is me, only me, and I am the owner. And then under general access, we've got the options with which we can share it. So it comes up as standard with restricted. Only people with access can open the link. Now, only people with access means only people who appear up here. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. Just want to go through these options. If you click on the little arrow, you'll see you've got a couple of options here. We can share this with, because I'm in Google Workspace, I can share it with my company. So anyone in my company will be able to see this spreadsheet. That is anyone everywhere can see, anywhere who's got a askcharlylatham.com login can see it. Or I can set it to anyone with a link. Now, if you set this to anyone with a link, you can set it to be a viewer, or you can set it to be a commenter, or an editor. Sorry, that word just tripped me up. Or an editor. So a viewer means that they can look at the file, they can review it, they can see what you've written. Commenter means, if you click on commenter, means that when they access it, there is an editing option come available to them that says you can comment on it. They can leave comments, but they can't actually edit the actual text. Or there is editor. And that means that they can actually get in and edit the text and change things and change colors and do whatever they want. Now, that means that as soon as you hit that, don't mean to trip over my own tongue. Anyway, as soon as you set that and you use this copy link, and that's copied the link to your clipboard. As soon as you share that with anyone, as long as anyone's got that link, they'll be able to access that spreadsheet as long as you've set this to anyone with the link. All very good. That's not exactly what we want to do, though. Let's go back to restricted and have a look at our other options. Under other options, when it's restricted, up here in this box, you can enter people's Google accounts. Now, they have to have a Google account to be able to access the spreadsheet. If they don't have a Google account, you won't be able to share it with them. So if you type in their email address and it says, "Oh, we can't find them," means they don't have a Google account. To be able to share this spreadsheet with someone, I'm just going to put in my email address. There we go. And it's come up, it's recognized that I have a Google account. I can select whether I want to be an editor, a viewer, or a commenter. I want to be an editor. You can type in a message. Hey, this is the spreadsheet, whatever you want. You don't have to put a message. It is optional. Say notify because it will tell people that you've actually shared that spreadsheet with them. You can copy the link. Now that link will be slightly different because it's the restricted link. And when you say send, it sends out the invite to share that spreadsheet. Now, if I go back into the shared, now you see up here in shared, we've actually changed the little icon. It says that it's shared. It's got the little people up here. And when I mouse over it, it says shared with one person. I click on that again, you'll see that I have my email address in here and that I'm an editor. Now, if I want to remove people from here, it's really easy. Just click the down arrow. You can say remove access, or you can transfer ownership. And you can actually transfer the ownership of the file. Now, I don't believe you can transfer ownership outside of your Google Workspace. So that's coming up because that email address is probably part of this Google Workspace. If you're outside of the Google Workspace, you may not be able to transfer ownership. So if that's missing, that's why. But you can also just say remove access. And if you click remove access and say save, and now you'll see my share icon's gone back to the little padlock. And if I click share here, it's gone. So that's how you can share a spreadsheet on your desktop, on your desktop. Have a play with it. Get familiar with the various options. And when you're looking at, I need to share this file, don't just go to, look, I'm just going to make it anyone with a link and share it to anyone with a link. Think about how secure you want it to be and make sure only people who need to have access to it have access to it. I guess the other thing I should show you, it says here you can actually share it with a group. So I don't know if I've got the group here. But if you, let's say I've got a group called Admin at Ask Charly Latham. I don't think this is a group. You just type the group, admin address in here and the group email address in here, and it will share it with the group, and that will go out to anyone who has access in that group will then have access to that spreadsheet. So that's how you can group people together and make it a little easier rather than having 100 names in the shared. Create a group, share it with the group. So that's how we do it on the desktop. I am going to go and do this on my mobile phone. I'm going to have to do it separately on my mobile phone because I'm going to do a screen recording on there. Hopefully it will work, and hopefully you'll have an idea of how you can do it on the mobile devices as well. Hey guys, okay, so I did get this working on my mobile phone. I have had some trouble working out how to get the screen recording actually recording and not over my finger taps and stuff. I think I've got it, so please bear with me. This is the same spreadsheet that we were using on the desktop just now that I was showing you. I didn't think it would be worthwhile creating a new spreadsheet to do all this. This is on an Android device, so it's Google Sheets for Android. If it differs on an iPhone, I am sorry. I don't have an iPhone that I can show you this on. But this is on an Android, so it should be fairly similar. This is your standard edit screen. You can move things around on your Google Sheet and such. It's all good. When you want to share, it's the same sort of thing. You'll see up in the top right hand corner there's a little blue circle with a person with a plus sign. That's your share screen. If you tap on that, that brings you in to your share screen. This should look very, very, very similar to the desktop. You'll see we can add people and groups. It's not shared, and we can manage access. So we can't manage access from here because it's not shared. But if we tap on the not shared, we just go back and do that again. Tap on the not shared. We now get our options of what we want to do. So we've got the owner here, and we've got the type of access we want. So it's general access, it's restricted. You tap change and then tap on the little, let me just do that again. Tap on the little right hand arrow, the little chevron that points to the right. We can set it to restricted, we can set it to anyone within the Google Workspace, or we can set it to anyone with a link. Same as it was on the desktop, it's just accessed slightly differently. We'll go back, we're going to leave it as restricted. Go back. So now we're back on the share screen, so you've got to go back. It's not like you can just sort of move around, you've just got to keep going back till you get the share, and then again. So you just keep going back till you get the share, and then again here you type in the email address of the person that you're looking for. It's there. You can set whether they're an editor. Oops, there we go. An editor, a viewer, or a commenter. I'm going to leave them as an editor. I'm going to notify. We can type a message for them, and then we click the share button. Now that's shared, and if I go back into the plus, you'll see down here under Manage Access, down here, under Managed Access, we've got the extra icon here. So that is how you share on a mobile phone. I hope that was helpful for you too. Alrighty, so hopefully that was useful to you. If it has been of use to you, please leave comments, or even if it hasn't, what questions do you have of it? Was it useful? Was it, oh, we all knew that. Why did you do that? If it raised questions for you that you'd like to get answered, please leave comments wherever you are watching or listening to this video. The best place to do that, of course, is across on my locals community, askcharlyleatham.locals.com. You'll get access to me there. You can try and send me a DM on any of our social media channels, and I'll get back to you eventually. Visit me on my website, askcharlyleatham.com. If this was useful to you, please like the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools, and resources, visit www.askcharlyleatham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.